All right, friends, it's Team Man, and I'm back with a brand new video, bro. And it's on Earthling Ed. That's right. I'm gonna do a reaction video to Earthling Ed because he just posted this video. It popped up. Haven't done a video on him in ages. The vegan slave, bro. Yes, vegan maxing. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna react to his video to Earthling Ed. So Earthling Ed says exposing the homesteading craze. The ugly reality behind the viral lifestyle trend. Oh, viral. Oh, it's so viral. Oh, it's hurting my feelings.
Hello, good morning. It is butcher day on the homestead, and we are getting ready to butcher about 55 Cornish cross
Butcher day. We love that butcher day, man. It's just like being a hunter again. Love it. Natural. This is natural.
hens. So let's go get the chickens and get set up.
These are restraining hounds. It's like a hug for the chicken. So it's compressing against them like a hug, making them feel safe and secure.
So I don't know if you guys have come across homesteading videos on social media. Homesteading has become a really popular trend across platforms.
No, I haven't come across them, Earthling Ed. Why? What's up? What's up with that? They become very popular, yes.
Forms like TikTok and Instagram, and these homesteaders portray this way of life as being a really simple and connected and peaceful.
Yeah, they're not out there hunting, are they? And I mean their natural habitat, natural environment as humans, as human carnivores, going out there and hunting animals. That's what we did. That's what we do, don't we, Earthling Ed? Isn't that our job?
Passionate way of living and producing food.
Yeah.
However, there is another side to this narrative which I want to discuss in today's video.
Well, they're really not out there, are they, in the forest hunting? So they're pretty much raising these animals on their homestead, right? Okay.
Video. Now, it's easy to understand the appeal of producing your own food. However, beneath the romanticized...
Hold on. So what's the matter with producing your own food exactly? What's wrong with that? Instead of going out there and hunting for it, they're producing it there on the land. The other animals, they're roaming out there and, in the wild, they're not being disturbed, are they?
Betrayal of backyard eggs and home-raised meat is actually a dark web.
Yeah, backyard eggs, homemade raised meat. What's wrong with that? Anything wrong with that or what?
Of incompetency, narcissism, and violence, which actually sustain...
The competency, violence, narcissist, what? What are you talking about? What violence? Where's the violence? What are you talking about? You mean out in nature when you're hunting? That's pretty violent, isn't it? Yeah, you're out there stabbing those animals and just like doing them in, eating that raw meat and drinking their blood and eating their organs, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's pretty good, isn't it?
The very cycles of harm that homesteaders claim they're trying to address. No,
very cycles of harm? Well, they're not really out there, jabbing these animals left and right, are they? I mean, they're doing it in a humane way on their homestead. What's wrong with that?
Of course, you could be a plant-based homesteader and decide not to exploit animals.
We could be eggplant state? What? What? Eggplant? Eggplants, that destroys us carnivores. What are you talking about? Carnivores don't eat eggplants, you dummy. Where the fuck are you being? Is this guy? What fucking planet is this guy on? He fucking mental retarded or what?
But in today's video, we're going to be looking at those who would rather have more than just soil on their hands. Because homesteaders may talk about wanting to make sure that the animals have a nice life and a compassionate death. But humans homestead for themselves, not for the animals. They homestead because of how it makes them feel. Homesteading is...
Well, in the modern times, they want to do it in a compassionate way. They don't want to be out there hunting with their fucking spears and shit. They can injure the animal. That would be pretty violent, wouldn't it? I mean, they can't take it down in one shot. They all have to participate in jabbing their poles into this big animal. So, yeah, this is pretty much a humane way. What's wrong with that? Isn't that the environment you're looking for? Something humane and nice? As us carnivores, that's what we do?
Also often portrayed as a rejection of the fakery, materialism of modern society. It's
materialism of modern society. If you don't like... Here, I got a question for you, Earthling Ed. If you don't like modern society, you want to reject materialism, why don't you go back into nature? Why do you have to be here, living in here? Why don't you advocate people go back into nature? See, here's your problem. You keep talking about, I think it's plants, right? You want to push plants or something. So why don't you promote going back into nature? How about that? How about abandoning this fake world and going back into nature? Problem solved. See? Problem solved. Go back to where and what we were doing before we started living in these artificial environments called cities.
Return to our oh so humble and simple roots, producing food ourselves, and yet the complete
Yeah, we're producing it ourselves. We're not going out there and hunting anymore. Yeah.
irony in all of this is the privilege that often goes hand in hand with people who homestead. I mean, think about it. You have to be able to own a plot of land or be able to live off a plot of land,
Yeah.
to have the time to produce your own food, to have the financial independence to be able to do so.
Yeah.
Those people who are living in cities and who have jobs and who have bills to pay and who have careers to fulfill do
Yeah.
not necessarily have the desire to homestead, let alone the
Why do you need careers to fulfill? Why do you need desires? Why do you need any of these things when the meaning of life is to procreate, create more DNA, and die? What exactly are you doing there? I mean, you're just here for a very short time, right? I don't know what people live till 60 years old, 70 now or something, because they're eating these artificial foods now as carnivores. So they've shortened their lifespan by half. Instead of living to 200-300, they're living like 70 years, maybe 60, 50 if they're lucky, or 40 even, right? So what's the point? What's the point?
capability of homesteading, but it also
Capability.
overlooks a very simple practicality issue, which is
Very
it's
simple practicality issue. Yes, yes.
just not possible to feed a growing population of people in homestead environments because homesteads are an inefficient way.
It's not? Well, maybe that's what they want to do. Maybe they don't want a career. They want a homestead. They're doing what's best for them. What's the problem with that? You don't like people doing what they want to do? Don't you care about freedom?
Producing food. Let's take Ballerina Farm as an example. Ballerina Farm is this very simple, humble homestead. It is a very small
Yeah, they want to live a healthy lifestyle. They're tired of living the artificial fake lifestyle here in cities. You understand me? Like you, an artificial human.
328 acres, and it is owned by the son of the founder of the air.
I mean, look at you. You probably eat animal products anyways. I don't know what you promote, vegan diets or some, whatever that is, some fake vegan diet, but I'm 100% sure you fake it. You're eating animal products.
Line JetBlue and his son's wife. Because to me, nothing screams simplistic living, humble homesteading, like massive amounts of generational wealth on 328 acres of land.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Ballerina Farm is arguably the most popular homesteading example that exists
It is.
currently on social media. However, before we dive any deeper into this subject and start to react to some videos of homesteaders, I want to tell you all about the partner of today's video, which is
what's that?
Complement, and in particular, their Complement Essential Supplement, which is a multivitamin specifically catered for those of us.
Well, that stuff will destroy you, man. It'll shrink your brain, give you disease and shit. Has all kinds of side effects. Don't eat that. Something artificial. Don't put that in your body. I'm warning. I'm giving you. I'm helping all you people. Don't listen to this guy. Do not put anything artificial in your body. Eat only that is natural. Animal products are natural to us carnivores. We don't eat these fake synthetic things that he's promoting.
On a plant-based diet.
He is mentally ill and mentally sick, pushing garbage that will affect your health as a carnivore animal.
With it being the new year and indeed a new veganuary, it is the perfect opportunity for us
Charlatan. He's evil, this guy, pushing this stuff on carnivores.
to show off the benefits of eating plant-based and living vegan.
No. Eating plant-based, being vegan is fake. It doesn't exist in nature. If you want to turn into a gay FAG, or, I don't know, a transgender, or you want to be, make a person weak or shrink their brain or give them disease or cancer or metabolic diseases or skin diseases, psoriasis, you name it, bad teeth, rotting teeth, bad bones, weaken them, destroy their mitochondria. Need I go on? A whole bunch of stuff. Heart attacks, fucking cardiovascular disease, liver problems, kidney, you name it. Eat plants. See what I mean? That's what he wants you to do. He wants you to suffer by eating these plants as carnivores. And we don't do that. So this he's beyond evil. This is what you would call an antichrist. He's evil, bro. Get it? He wants to destroy you as a carnivore, as an animal. He wants to destroy you.
Complement Essential can help us with that because it is packed with essential nutrients.
Is that not the form of evil? He wants you to break the laws of nature and destroy yourself by eating his garbage fake vegan diet.
Like vitamin B12, vitamin D, DHA, and more.
Why do you need these vitamins, these artificial vitamins that don't exist? You don't need artificial anything. It's all in meat products. As carnivores, we get everything. It's all in there. We don't need any of this. This will just destroy us.
Which means that we can look after our own health while also living in a way that is the most sustainable and, importantly, the most ethical. Complement also has a range of other products, including protein powders,
It
cream.
won't sustain you. It will shorten your lifespan, and you'll probably die of a decrepit disease or whatever, a very miserable death. And you'll be miserable. You'll be depressed. You're gonna have so many problems. Don't need any of this garbage.
Gut nurturing powders and a daily greens powder, all of which can help you meet
all these artificial fake things that don't exist in nature that will destroy man. Yes.
your fitness and health goals throughout 2025.
Your fitness and health goals? You don't think so, man? Definitely your health is going to be out the window, that's for
Products
sure.
are third-party tested, and they also come in compostable packaging. And with every
Yeah, does that come with a dose of like arsenic and cyanide and oxalates too, right? Those are anti-nutrients to carnivores, dude. We don't eat that shit. Humans are carnivores. We don't eat that. We don't eat that. Those are fake and slave foods. Slave food diet for slaves.
product purchased, Complement also donates a plant-based meal to a child in need. Complement is also offering 15% off.
Did he say a plant-based meal to childs in need? Child, he wants to destroy children now. Come on, this guy's sadistic, bro. This guy needs to be stopped. He's crazy. That's illegal what he's doing here. He wants to poison children with this crazy artificial food he wants to stuff in them. There needs to be a law to protect people from people like this. I don't know what's going on here, but somebody needs to do something.
Off of their products when you guys use the code ED15. So if you're interested, make sure to click the link in my description. All right, let's get back to the video.
I mean, this is like a guy trying to push drugs on children, try to make you do drugs. That's just crazy.
But a huge thank you to Complement for partnering with me on today's video.
Eat more vegetables, eat these vegan diets, and destroy your looks. Your attractiveness will go. You probably won't even grow up properly. Man, you're gonna have all kinds of problems, man. You'll be disabled. Man, need I go on? There's just so many things that will happen.
They ask us, how do you take care of an animal just so that you...
You may even have problems studying, learning in school. I mean, the way it hits everybody is differently, the way they suffer when they eat these things as carnivores. We all suffer in different ways, but it's just bad for you all
Butcher
around.
it and then put it into your freezer. 99% of the chickens that are raised for meat here in the United States are factory farm chickens. So
All right, I mean, us carnivores, we shouldn't really be eating chickens or pork. They're not ruminant animals. We should only eat ruminant animals, but whatever. I guess, you're forced into this thing still.
you ask me how we can do it, when you go to the grocery store, that's what you are supporting.
One of the most obvious and clear problems related with animal-based homesteading is the flawed logic that these people use to ethically justify what they're doing to animals.
Ethically justify? What are you talking about? Carnivores don't need to ethically justify anything. That's our diet. That's what we eat. What are you talking about? What planet are you on, man?
Just because it's possible to
Is this guy an alien? Like, what planet is he fucking from, dude?
do something in a less harmful way does not therefore ethically justify what it is that you're doing.
What ethically? Humans eat raw meat. They drink blood, eat raw organs. They eat the animal. That's what they do, dude. Where have you been, man?
I mean, there are a variety of ways that one could traffic humans, but just because you could traffic humans in a less
Traffic humans? What are you talking about?
harmful way does not make that form of human trafficking morally justified. You're still doing the fundamentally immoral thing. So
Okay, what does that have to do with being a carnivore animal? What are you talking about? And poisoning us with some kind of crazy plants, which can't be digested by humans, cellulose. Fiber can't be digested, so how could that be healthy for a human? It clogs our bowels and shit. That's what it does, and it ferments in our bellies. It causes inflammation, constant inflammaging, and it makes you blow gas because that's toxic. Those are the toxins being released as gas. Cows, when they eat their natural diet, grass, they don't fart, but humans do. So maybe we're adding to the greenhouse effect by eating their food. We're not ruminant animals. Duh. How the fuck can you feed this to a carnivore? You'll destroy us.
Just because pigs and chickens might have more space in a homestead environment does not therefore ethically justify exploiting and killing these animals. These people are not begrudgingly
Exploiting and killing carnivores? How can a carnivore animal exploit or whatever, do these things? What are you talking about? That's natural to carnivores to eat animals. Hello? What fucking planet are you on? Where 75% of animals on this planet are carnivores.
And killing animals. Yeah. They're not just distraught that they are having to slaughter animals, but doing so because it's the most compassionate and ethical thing to do. They're not...
It's not the most compassionate, ethical thing to do. What are you talking about? It's natural. It's natural what we're naturally supposed to do. What are you talking about? We have a small stomach and a big brain. We require a lot of energy, specific energy like animal fat, and we need protein, and we need all the nutrients that are found in meat, okay? There's no deficiencies in there. If we eat something and it's deficient and I can't even absorb it, you know what I mean? Then we're going to have problems. Hello? Are you stupid or something?
Stuck in this moral bind where they're going, oh, I really hate homesteading, but it's the right...
Moral bind? Morals don't exist in nature, fool. Where the fuck are you being?
Thing to do ethically. No, that's not what...
The thing to do ethically? I don't know what you're talking about. They simply want to have their own homestead so they can do what they want and eat what they want.
Happening here. These people are not taking a principled stand against factory farming by slaughtering.
Yes, they are. They want to eat food that's natural. They want the cow, make sure the cow is grass-fed, natural, the way it's supposed to be on the land. That's all. They're just mimicking what they're trying to mimic what's out in nature.
Animals directly themselves. And this is what's really, really deceptive and manipulative about homesteading. It frames this...
How can that be... manipulative? What are you talking about? Fuck. That's what vegans are. They're manipulative. They're crazy. They're insane. You understand me? And they're losing their brains are shrinking. Their peepees are shrinking. Their nuts are shrinking. Their hormones are off kilter. They're suffering. They're suffering. What are you talking about?
These people frame this way of living as being some sort of...
Yeah, it's normal, but vegan is associated with mental illness. You understand me? You're a mentally ill animal. You are a mentally ill animal if you're eating a diet that is not for humans. Do you understand, man? You need to go see a doctor.
Altruistic and benevolent thing. They frame themselves as these...
Yes, a benevolent and friendly, yes. Go out and just eat plants so we can fucking destroy the human race. Yes. Listen to Earth Ed. Go out and become a vegan. Eat plants so you can fucking destroy the fuck out of yourself, man. Destroy your brain, your teeth. Give the fucking dentist all the business. These fucking doctors and hospitals, these fucking pharmacies and drug addict places and all these fucking health food stores and shit and everything, bro. Eat synthetic garbage. Eat plants and fucking toxify yourself and destroy yourself faster than the last time. Yes, because Earthling Ed wants to save the planet. And unfortunately, the planet doesn't need saving. You understand me? The planet is self-sustaining. Doesn't need to be saved. But this guy, he needs to be saved, I think. I don't know.
Caregivers to animals who are operating in these incredibly principled ways and doing so because of the goodness of their own heart.
Jackpot City is the home of all things casino.
Doing so because of the goodness of their own hearts.
Yes, the goodness of their own hearts, the principles, the goodness. They're doing it because they want to eat natural food. This food in the city is crap. That's why.
Your ultimate goal is to get to the place where you can raise and process your own animals to eat. Then I think that's great, and I really hope that you can get there. Starting small, and remind yourself where your heart needs to be. We like to always send our animals on with a silent gratitude prayer. Here's an interesting thing.
Yeah, you don't need to send anything on gratitude or fucking prayers. They don't exist in nature. You're just acting just to wake up, man. I don't know what's the matter with this. What's going on with society? Maybe it's the plants. They're still eating some plant foods. This is causing mental illness in society now. It's getting worse and worse. We're practically in the fourth generation of, what is it, Pottenger's experiment, the cat experiment? We're in the fourth generation. We're going to fucking be gone soon.
That we have noticed while processing, butchering our own animals is for any animal that we have forgotten to do the silent thank you prayer, the passing was not as peaceful. I think that these animals are gifting us.
How could it not be as peaceful? What does a prayer have to do with anything? It got special powers? See, this is what happens when people start eating vegan foods. They just lose it, their brain.
The sustenance of their bodies.
Yeah.
And I think that that needs...
Ladies, stop eating, just eat pure animal products as a carnivore. Stop eating plants. I know you're eating some cakes and doing weird stuff there still. Don't do it.
Be acknowledged, and we need to have gratitude.
This is the height of human arrogance, believing that a symbolic and meaningless gesture can transform...
Yes, this is the height. The height of human whatever bullshit, because they are eating their natural food. they're fucking farming it naturally.
From a cruel and violent act into a
It's cruel and violent act. I haven't seen anything cruel and I haven't seen anything violent, but whatever.
virtuous and compassionate one. She's not a killer. No. She's not an oppressor. Of course not. She's instead a gatekeeper. She's able to
Oh, she's a gatekeeper, yes.
channel compassion and love through the killing.
God, fuck, this guy really has these things down pat, because he only makes these videos once in a while, but he puts effort into it. I mean, bro. He's like into soliloquies. This guy must have studied fucking English writing, man, because he's got the soliloquies down pat. You know, I always sucked at English writing, but whatever. I don't really care about school and education. I told you, the most educated people I know are the stupidest people on the planet. And this motherfucker is the stupidest motherfucker on the fucking face of planet Earth, bro. This guy doesn't even deserve to be here. He needs to move to Mars.
That she inflicts upon these animals, and they offer their lives as a generous...
She inflicts upon these animals. Inflicts upon the animals, yes. What has she inflicted upon them exactly? And what does it matter? What does it matter? Nothing matters. Everything's going to die, Ed. You're going to die. All the animals on the planet are going to die. They're going to get reabsorbed their energy, and then there's going to be other animals, and then they're going to die. Get it? They're going to procreate, and they're going to die. They're meant for us to eat. That's why they're here on the planet, you dummy. We wouldn't even make it out in space or another planet. Well, I don't know why, because we're carnivore animals. We need to eat animals, unless we're taking them with us, which I doubt that they could survive going out into space with us, traveling through space. Then you have no chance. That's why SpaceX is not going to Mars, because they need animal products, or it's a one-way ticket. Those people are going to die quickly. If they don't eat any animal products, they'll be dead. Plants? Vegan compilation, here we come. All the proof is in the vegan compilations. They are all suffering. That's why they're quitting. And the first thing they do is they eat raw meat, a raw steak. And then they complain about how well they're feeling.
donation because of the compassion and love that they are receiving.
Yes, and stagnation. Yes, the love and compassion. Where's the love and compassion for people eating these plants, suffering from cancers, metabolic diseases, brain diseases, losing their hair, their teeth? Where's your compassion for these people that are suffering from eating your ridiculous vegan fake ass diet and suffering from like skin diseases, metabolic diseases, mental diseases, fucking cancer, liver disease, kidney disease, metabolic diseases, skin diseases, being crippled, nerve damage, nerve problems. They're also suffering from a lack of looking desirable. Their facial features are fucked. They're not growing up. Christ, I mean, need I go on? They have low testosterone. Their balls are shrunk. Their testicles are shrunk. Their penis has shrunk. Women, they're not having children. They're infertile. Eating these plants cause them to be infertile. Where's your compassion? Where's your compassion? Yes, Earthling Ed. Where's your compassion? Oh, I know, because you're so compassionate. I mean, you love all these people. Or are you really evil because you want to poison us carnivore animals so we die a very sadistic and painful fucking death, you maniac?
Person who is killing them. I mean, how twisted.
Yes, how twisted is that? You are killing us carnivores out there by trying to shove these toxic plants down our throats, which is unnatural, Ed. Get it?
How sick. How irreverent.
Yes, how sick, how irreverent. How dare you? How dare you?
How wrong to kill animals and then to be so arrogant.
Yes, guys, how wrong to kill animals and be so arrogant. You should be fucking destroying yourself, eating these plants and suffering because Ed is evil, get it? Never mind, you're arrogant, but he's evil, get it? He wants to destroy the human race. He's like a guy, like an evil Dr. Z or Dr. whatever, Dr. Evil. He's Dr. Evil over here. He wants to destroy the world.
That you think that you praying for them means that they are offering their lives to you. How?
Yes, because I don't want to destroy my teeth. I don't want a shrunken brain. I don't want to have small testicles and a penis, dude. Get it? I want to be fertile. I don't want to have suffer from any metabolic diseases or cancer or anything like that, dude. Get it? Yeah.
Deeply disturbing is that? To think that you have the right and the power.
Well, every time I see you, it's kind of disturbing, yes.
And the authority to kill, to slaughter, to bleed these animals to death. I cannot.
Authority? What authority? There's nobody out there policing anybody out in the wild. It's natural. Animals just do things instinctually. It just happens like that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not fathom for a second that animals are dying and people are slitting the throats of these animals and then easing their guilty.
They are. Oh my God. They're killing these animals. They're slicing their throats. I don't know what's worse, killing the animal, slicing the throat and eating it, or eating toxic plants that are going to fucking destroy the motherfuck out of everybody. Get it, dude?
Conscience because they're praying for these animals, and through their arrogance and narcissism, they think that these animals are.
Well, they can't help it because you've turned them into pansies by eating these plants. That's the problem. What do you expect? They're not really their old hunter self. They're not really themselves anymore, are they? Been taken out of their natural habitat called nature and forced to live this artificial lifestyle, Ed, like you, Ed. You love this artificial lifestyle. How do you think it's built? It's built on animals. That's how it was built, you freak.
Grateful that they're making their death more palatable to her because she has prayed for them. Homesteaders are.
Does it really matter? She's just acting. Who gives a shit? You understand me? Those things are just acting. They're meaningless. What do you care?
Particularly prone to spreading this narcissistic, self-righteous.
What you're spreading is a disease, a cancer, a disease that needs to be destroyed before it spreads to the masses. You understand me? It's a disease and a cancer. You are a cancer and a disease, spreading disease and cancer throughout society to force feed them something that's fucking poisonous.
It's an egotistical drivel that is just further trivializing the needless violence.
And you're an egotistical maniac, man, sitting there telling carnivore animals what they should be eating, and destroy them.
Inflicted upon animals. They appeal to a form of tyrannical spiritual hierarchy where they believe that they've been granted.
There's no beliefs there. Even just because we have to eat animals because that's the nature. That's our nature. We eat animals. You understand me? That's how we're built. But you want to deny your natural instincts to eat animals, your senses and your instincts, and that's your natural course of action is to eat animals. But you want us to suppress that Wow, you are sadistic, aren't you?
It's some divine
You evil little man, you aren't you? You're an evil little dude, bro.
moral right to own
Christ.
the bodies of others and to slaughter them unnecessarily just because they want to. And they think that doing so fulfills on
I do. I would love to go out there and slaughter them. I'd fucking eat their fucking meat right off the bone, bro. Eat their organs and suck their blood. That's what I do.
maintains some kind of cosmic governance. And in their nauseating delusions of grandeur, they have the audacity to claim that their merciless and violent actions are actually signs of compassion and benevolence.
What violent actions? What are you talking about? What's violent? You haven't really explained yet. Something about a violent action. I just told you they're not out in nature hunting anymore. It's not violent.
People are dictators.
And even if it is violent, it's a natural course of action. Have you been out there lately? Why don't you go walk out in the Serengeti? And then you'll discover how violent it is out there exactly. How many carnivore animals you may bump into. Yeah.
Over animals. They are so drunk on the perception that they have of themselves that they think that the animals who they are subjugating should be grateful for the subjugation that has been inflicted.
Subjugating them? Is that, I mean, I don't know, subjugating. Okay.
Upon them. These animals do not need this lady's prayers. They need her to stop exploiting and killing them.
Exploiting? They need to stop exploiting and killing them? Then what do you suggest she eat? If you want her to stop so-called exploiting and eating these animals, which is natural, what do you want them to do exactly?
Animals in general need us humans to stop elevating ourselves to the position of demigods who therefore have some ethical right to own their bodies.
We're not demigods, we're carnivore animals, you fucking idiot. You fucking idiot, you.
And lives. This lady praying for these animals does nothing for these animals. All these prayers do
you see, it's people like this that are, they'll destroy the fucking planet. They just want to destroy the world. I don't know what fucking generation he comes from, this fucking retard. But man, somebody's got to stop this piece of shit, bro, because this is going way too far.
Ease her guilty conscience.
Guilty conscience.
On the homestead, and we are getting ready to butcher about 55 Cornish cross hens.
Right.
So let's go.
I love that. Okay.
Things that people will admire her for what she's doing. She's filming this and uploading it to social media as a piece of content because she's expecting people to like what she's doing, to tell her that what she's doing.
No, she's just sharing what she's doing on social media. People share their lives and what they're doing on social media, like you. You're on social media trying to brainwash carnivore animals into eating some poison so they can destroy themselves. How sadistic is that?
Is a great thing. She's not thinking about this from an ethical perspective. She's thinking about this from her own perspective.
Ethical?
She thinks this looks...
You're talking ethical? Listen to you. You want to poison us. What the fuck? You're a carnivore animal and you want to poison us as carnivore animals. And this is unheard of. This is crazy. Like, what's wrong with you? Are you so sick?
Good on her. And in this video, she uses the word butchering, which is a very common...
Look at you. You're very feminine. Your hands, your fingers are very long. You have a long face with long, straight hair. I mean, there's something wrong with you. You're very feminine. The way you talk, the way you look. If it has feminized you, this vegan diet or something. It's done something to you.
Word for homesteaders to use rather than slaughtering or killing or massacring. They say butchering. It's almost as if they take the animal.
Yes, we should turn our children into transgenders. Yes, is that it? By feeding them these vegan diets so they can transform into something new and improved, right? Transgender, gay, dyke, whatever. Man, are you okay, dude?
Live, and then we see them once they've been butchered, and the middle part, the important part where they've been slaughtered, is just kind of omitted from the video, but also omitted from the psyche, from the cognitive reflection.
It has it? I grew up by one of the biggest slaughterhouses in the city. It's called Canada Packers. It was here in the city, not far away. They closed it. They closed the area down. It's not there anymore. But as a child, I used to pass by there all the time. There were animals, cows there, a bunch of stuff going on there. It's a slaughterhouse. You know, it's where they slaughtered animals and we eat them because that's why we call it slaughter, because we don't hunt them. It would be called hunting them if we hunted, but we don't hunt anymore because we live in an artificial environment because you like this place. You enjoy this place, get it? You want your life to be very difficult, very hard. You want to be a slave, so what do you expect?
It's like that doesn't exist. I'm just butchering animals. No, no, no. You are taking living beings, you are slaughtering them, killing them, and then butchering them. But there's just often this disconnection, which is kind of ironic because homesteaders often talk about being more connected. But even though they say this, there are many resources and indeed videos online of homesteaders talking about ways to deal with the uncomfortableness of the killing and, in essence, ways that they can disconnect from the reality of what it is that they're doing.
Okay.
Big thing to really help is to never name your animals that you're going to eat and limit the amount of time you spend with them. Do not bond with the animal that you are going to be butchering. Do not do that. You care for them, but you don't love them.
Well, they're not pets. It's because you're not hunting anymore. That's your problem.
Not only is disassociation from the killing often encouraged in the animal-based homesteading community, but sometimes it's often viewed as essential.
Well, it's, you know, what can you do? You have to, unfortunately. That's just the nature of things, dude. But I know you don't like nature. You want to destroy nature.
Especially for homesteaders who are starting out. What's interesting is many homesteaders talk about the difficulty that arises at the beginning.
You know, the destruction of these vegan plantations and stuff, wow, they're really just fucking destroying the planet, dude. Here's another thing. Not only are you destroying the health of all these human carnivores, because humans are carnivores, you are destroying the planet. The planet, get it? By deforestation. I don't know, using these crop sprays, using glyphosates, phosphates, herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, and then passing them on to humans, and then poisoning them with that. Plus the plants have their own antioxidants, and I mean antioxidants, they have their own anti-nutrients, and they have their own protection, poison and shit like oxalates, whatever. I just don't understand you. You know these things, so what? So it's kind of obvious you're doing this purposefully.
These people who are
And
killing
if you're doing something purposefully, wanting humans to fucking like destroy us and destroy the environment, then that's a crime, dude. If it's purposefully done, it's a crime.
animals regularly, the more you kill animals, the easier it gets. But what's telling is often right at the beginning, that's when it's hardest, or indeed often when there's children involved, which is why homesteaders often talk about getting their children to name the animals who they're going to
Well, the
eat.
children are the most vulnerable. If you feed them these toxic plants, what'd you expect? They'll die. But anyway, whatever.
After the food these animals are going to become, like crispy or bacon or nuggets. I mean, the irony is
Okay, so they made them into these other products. I don't think they should do that. I think they should eat it natural. They don't have to make them into nuggets and stuff. And I really doubt on the homestead they're making them into nuggets, okay? And all these weird things. They're not going to make them into processed food. I'm pretty sure they're eating them naturally. That's the whole point of the homestead. Hello.
striking. Homesteaders often accuse consumers of being so disconnected from their food. You don't know the reality of food production.
Okay.
And yet homesteaders will use the same tactics that consumers do.
Yeah.
They will trick themselves, lie to themselves, con themselves, manipulate themselves. They will use language to obfuscate the truth. They will use irrational justifications to try and ease their cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
I mean, these people talk about being more connected, but they just have different
Yeah, you feel a connection to nature. Yeah, I do.
ways of maintaining that disconnection.
These are restraining homes.
Can you imagine the strain on the health care system eating these plants? That's another thing too. He doesn't think about any of these things. Fuck. Christ.
It's like a hug for the chicken. We have a couple turkey sizes over here. So this is like a hug for the chickens. And
That's great.
they're in a
That's nice. I don't want to see that.
They are acting for and on behalf of themselves. And normally, when we talk about
What's wrong with that? They have the right to do what they want for themselves.
immoral things, doing those immoral things in a way where you
What immoral things? Those are not immoral things. Those are natural things. How can something natural be immoral, you dummy?
While fully autonomous, lucid, and doing so in a premeditated manner makes those immoral things worse. Doing something immoral directly.
Premeditated manner? No. They're not doing anything premeditated. They're doing something natural. It's naturally occurring. What are you talking about? It's natural. It's called natural instincts, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yourself does not make that thing less immoral, or as homesteaders would argue,
Yeah, okay, let's see what else he has to say.
in, let's say, an industrial slaughterhouse. Well, first, we don't have to be eating animals, so this logic doesn't.
What? First, we don't have to be eating animals? What are you talking about? We eat animals. We have to eat animals, yes. Our stomachs are built that way to absorb nutrients from animals, meat. And we have bigger brains than any animal on this planet.
Hold up, because we don't have to be slaughtering animals at all. But
Yes, we do. We need the nutrients. If we're deficient in any nutrients, we're gonna end up like the vegan compilation, you dumbass. Didn't we just fucking go through all this already? We don't want to suffer a disgusting death, okay, from diseases and shit.
also, it's not even necessarily true. The reality is that deaths in homesteads do not necessarily
That's not necessarily true.
involve less suffering or less harm. I know this seems counterintuitive because we think of industrial slaughterhouses.
Holy shit, how long could this guy talk about a small homestead? Fuck me. And just like fill your ears with propaganda. This guy's crazy. I think there's something wrong with him. This is what happens when carnivore animals start eating artificial food. They become fucking nuts like him.
When we think about this awful, systematic, mechanized system of killing that is just one animal after another, after another,
Yeah? Oh,
after another, it is relentless, it is never ending. Billions of animals.
yes. It's relentless. It's never ending. Carnivore animals out in nature eat relentlessly, animal after animal. Yes, that's how it works. Yes, that's how it works. Unless you have some magic powers that you could change it, which I doubt, then that's the nature of things. Get it?
Being funneled through these environments of
That's the order of things in nature. Has laws, it's laws.
death. There is no mercy, no compassion, no empathy, just blood, just violence, just screams, just terror, just agony, just pain.
Yeah, I really doubt that. I think it happens really fast. So pretty much happens really fast. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just killing.
I mean, this guy's like dramatizing. We kill every day. Fuck, there's wars all the time. Humans kill other humans. You understand me? Because we're carnivores. We kill humans. We fucking do all kinds of weird stuff. Why don't you go save Palestine? The Jews are taking Palestine away from the Palestinians. They're going to trash them. They're killing them. So why you don't go there and help them, okay? That's what humans do. They discard races. They get rid of... They move in, take over. They do a bunch of stuff. How many wars are raging right now in the world? A lot. There's a lot of shit going on out there. I don't see you saving it.
And that is all absolutely true. But the thing is, we might then say to ourselves, well, in a homestead, it's not like that. These people are killing fewer animals, and so therefore...
Where's the compassion? They're being killed right now in Ukraine and the Russians. They're dying at like numbers, throws. Does anybody care? No. Middle East, everywhere. They're dying. Africa. People are dying of starvation eating these plants. They don't want to eat plants, and it's destroying them, and they're suffering. Where is your compassion? Why don't you go bring them an animal to eat so you can save their life? But no, you're not compassionate enough to go give them an animal. Those poor little kids with the bloated bellies, the little Africans on TV, oh, they're eating these bowls of rice with arsenic in it. You're furthering their suffering, you piece of shit, you. What a piece of shit you are. You want to give them arsenic to eat, huh? And they're starving. But no, you don't want to be compassionate. You don't want to go there and give them a chicken to eat so you can save their life. No, you want them to suffer more, so you send them arsenic in bags. What a fucking piece of shit.
It's not as bad. At the point of death, it's not as bad. But the problem is, in homesteads, there's no official accountability, oversight. Now, look, don't misinterpret.
No, but on these vegan farms, there is, right? There's no accountability there with them, but there's accountability with you, right? When it destroys humans, their health and everything, there's accountability, right? they're being poisoned and everything. Do you put it on the label? What's inside there? There's so many oxalates, leptines, lectins, and fucking arsenic and fucking cyanide in these nuts and everything. Why don't they label it and tell us what's in there exactly, Mr. What's your name again? Earthling Ed. Do you really care about Earth, do you? So why doesn't it say these things on the packages and warn us to tell us that we're being fucking poisoned? You fucking fuck. You fuck.
But what I'm saying, I'm not saying that because there is technically more oversight and accountability and there are inspections and veterinarian.
I know, I forgot. You have morals, bro. Get it? Yeah, morals. I know you're running off morals, of course.
And all these things in slaughterhouses, that means what happens in slaughterhouses is okay. These things they don't mean anything.
It's okay, yeah.
It's just BS that's there to try and reassure the consumer or to create the illusion, the facade that what happens.
They're just raising those animals and killing them because they have nothing better to do, man. Yeah, sure, the facade and all that. It's all for show and play and fun, yeah. You know, come on. That's why, that's why we're doing that. Because we have nothing better to do. Yeah, sure.
In these environments is okay. These things don't mean anything. They're not worth the paper that they are jotted down upon. But
billions of people in the world are eating animal products. No, it's not that we don't have to eat it. See what I mean? But we should. But we don't have to eat that. But that's the reason why we're eating it, because we don't have to, right? The reason why everybody, you motherfucker, is eating meat in the world is because we don't have to. Is that it? So then why are we eating fucking animal products if we don't have to eat it, you piece of shit? Why don't you fucking explain in your goddamn piece of shit video why everybody out there is fucking eating meat if we don't have to? You said in your video we don't have to eat meat. Well, give an explanation why we don't have to eat meat. Explain. You never explained it. Why? What? Here's the question. If we don't have to eat it, then why is everybody eating it out there, you stupid fuck? Why is everybody eating meat, you dumb fuck? Why? Because they have to, you piece of shit. That's why. They're eating it because they have to. And if they don't eat it, guess what's going to happen? They're going to die an even more decrepit death than eating these plants right now, which is already partly destroying them. You stupid piece of shit, you.
Environment. These people don't even have to adhere necessarily to these meaningless regulations that are technically meant to be implemented in slaughterhouses. So what does this...
Who the fuck cares, man? This guy's really nuts, man. Let's see what else he has to say here.
We cannot be so naive as to presume that cruelty does...
We do not have to be so naive. Wow. He's one to talk. He's very naive. He says you don't have to eat meat, yet the majority of the world is eating meat. The entire planet is eating meat. And anybody that doesn't will die a decrepit death. And even if they don't eat meat, they're still eating dairy products to sustain themselves. They're drinking milk and doing a bunch of stuff, eating eggs and milk. They're not totally 100% vegan. There's no such thing. If they go 100% vegan, there's a thing called the vegan compilation. Check it out. And you'll see what happens to people that go all out vegan. It fucking destroys them. They don't survive. They'll die. So this guy is a liar. He's lying. He's a piece of shit and an evil. Look at this fuck. Look at this fuck, man. He is an evil piece of shit, bro. What the fuck?
In homesteads, because do you know what the common denominator?
Yeah, what is it? What is
no matter what environment you have, if you put humans who view animals in this way in that environment, it doesn't matter if it's big, small, commercial, independent, industrial or not, you will have abuse and violence occurring towards animals because...
What the fuck are you talking about? What abuse, violence towards animals? He's making shit up, man. This is crazy. So that you could destroy yourself. Okay, whatever. Had enough of this fucking guy.
What a good quality of life or a humane slaughter practice actually is. They debate this within their own community. Some people believe...
There's nothing to debate. It's not debatable, okay? Humans are carnivores. That's why we still eat meat. The plants are just a slave food diet, which they serve to the slaves, the masses. It's a business, okay? And it's destroying us already. It's already destroying us. And it'll further destroy us. So we have to wing away from that shit, okay? So shut up, all right? We don't want to see society fucking destroyed, okay? They're already suffering enough out there as it is, you piece of shit. You want to make their suffering even worse. Whatever. This is the kind of people you get on the internet. Fuck, man. I'll see you in the next one. Fucking shit, I'm telling you. This guy needs to go, man. See you in the next one, friends. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Comment down below. See you in the next video. Ciao.